Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
2-3.
2-3,
23.
dog.
Let's go.
MJ numbers. We doing MJ numbers, boy.
Is it MJ or is it LeBron? Whose number is it?
It was MJ
For the new
first.
age, it's LeBron.
Okay.
For back then.
Is he 6 now or he back to 2-3?
Nah, he's back to 20. Oh, yeah.
He's 6. Look at LA.
He tried to do the Kobe. He could retire 2 numbers.
Yeah, he might be able to.
He can.
Come
He
on.
should be able to.
Well,
He can do it.
2-3. We back.
We here. Ain't playing around.
23.
Are you a bully today?
Bully. Broad Street bully.
All right, Beanie.
Bully.
All right, let's get it.
You that
All right,
guy
my
now?
bad, y'all. Sorry.
Mhm.
Philly,
This is
shout
the
out.
XenHouse Podcast, and we're here for episode number 23. It's your boy, the biggest, the best, Des Hines.
It's your boy, A. Joe.
And Ross B.
That boy been
Oh, he's
consistent.
consistent.
Come on.
He
He
back.
consistent.
Come on.
Ross
I'm
is
back.
Ross is back.
We
yo.
back.
I'm back.
That boy is
I'm
back.
back.
We ain't got the B2K Ross
Yeah,
no
he
more. I'm
gone,
proud.
boy. He
It's
gone.
like a proud parent.
Ooh.
Damn.
So today we're going to talk about what makes the ideal trainer in our eyes, and what makes the ideal client/athlete. How you want to start this? First and foremost, I'm just going to name some things that I think a great trainer should have.
Mm-hmm.
I think a great trainer should be able to communicate really, really well with other trainers and with their client, trying to show them exactly what to do.
Mm-hmm.
What's something you think should
Professionalism. Understanding when to joke around and when to take it serious and coach. As a trainer, people are spending money. So the last thing you want to do is joke around the whole time, not get better. Not for yourself, but have your client waste their time, because that's valuable time. Some people, this is their outlet, so they actually want to get better. So just holding that professional standard in regards to being on time, making sure you get work of the full hour or whatever the time is, and then giving someone the opportunity to become a better person.
Right. For me, I think it's listening and being understanding. Everyone has different goals. I mean, we work with a variety of people, right? Like, I could name one day when we go through someone who's really young, then middle age. There's 20-year-olds, there's 40-year-olds, and plus. And then we work with a bunch of different athletes, autistic, sick this, and different diseases and et cetera. And I have a couple clients who are adults that are, going through some things. So like, I think if you're able to listen and still be able to get some sort of work done throughout the training session. Now, every training session isn't going to be the same.
Yeah.
I can speak for myself for, who I'm talking about, but like, sometimes you got to be able to just kind of sit there and listen and let them get off what they need to get off for today. So like, I think that's one of the biggest things for me is being like able to listen and understand what they're going through or what they went through during the weekend, And a 14-year-old might have some issues. You never know. An 18-year-old's going to have a lot of issues. So just be able to listen and be understanding.
I think another big thing is, and I think we do a good job, is being able to adapt to different things that come on. There's certain exercises you might think, this athlete gonna do this. They ended up they can't do it, or adult they can't do it. So you got to be able to switch the exercise.
as much as you can.
Exercise
You
up.
could plan as much as you want for the whole day.
Yep.
Like we come in and we feel completely different on Monday than what we did on Friday. So if we were, I don't know, deadlifting or bench pressing something crazy on Friday and then try to do it on Monday, it might not feel the same. Or Wednesday, whatever the day may be, so like everyone feels different every single day.
Being able to adapt, and then
I feel like, go ahead, sorry, my bad.
ahead.
One thing that we do here is like we're also saying, it's not always just about the training session, because obviously this turns into therapy for some people. So understanding that you can train, but you could tell if something's off, like with the client. And being a trainer, understanding that you know your client so well that you can tell something's off, And if you gotta cut the workout to kind of get that off their chest, because then that's gonna change the outcome of that person's day
and your relationship.
And the workout and the relationship. So being able to understand, like, life happens outside of here. That's normal. And every client that walks in, our job is to bring out the best in every client that walks into our doors into the XenHouse.
Absolutely.
So clients out there, we're not just here to collect money. That's not our thing. That's not the purpose of opening XenHouse. It's for you to become a better person mentally, physically, and emotionally.
Yeah.
So
it's a blessing for, I don't know if you guys see it like this, but the fact that someone feels comfortable to come and want to tell you stuff that's going on in their life, that's a blessing.
Love it.
There's kids that we have, they probably don't even tell their parents certain things, and they're here.
We have a lot of that. We got a lot of that.
But that's in the testament to who we are as people, but also what we do, because you can't just train with somebody and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna train with the trainer dude, and then not being able to give your all. They're not gonna give their all. So for that says we're doing a great job. But in general, I think overall trainers in general need to start doing that, because the trainers that are doing it for a paycheck, it won't last long.
Yeah.
But if you're doing it because it's contagious and you want someone to actually become a better person, it goes a long way.
And at the end of the day, it's all about balance. Like what he said, being professional. Of course you want to do that, but sometimes you want to be a jokester. You want to make people feel comfortable,
right? Especially
when they first come in. It's a little intimidating, all of us, and the atmosphere. So now on the flip side, what makes a great client/athlete?
I mean, I would say the same thing. It's like being able to come in and tell us exactly what they want. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I want to work on this. Now, if you're telling me, hey, Ross, I want to work on this, that's what we're gonna work on.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, especially me, like, I'm tunnel vision. If you tell me you want to work on something, we're going to try to get as close to that goal or as best as we can to that goal. You know what I'm saying? Like, so don't come in here thinking you could say, oh, one day I want to do this, one day I want to do that. No. You want to get ready for a wedding? We getting ready for a wedding.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You want to, just like gain, some size on your shoulders, or you want to get your bicep big, blah, blah, blah. Like, George, I don't want to use your name, George, but my dog George, he took a huge leap. Like when he first started, he didn't have it. You know what I mean? Like at 10 minutes in, he's dying. Now we can go for an hour and 15 minutes, and he's pushing through, and he now understands what he's capable of. You know what I mean? So like, he's an adult, but he also used to play sports, so like he understands that his body can go to a new level, right? So like, stick with it, be consistent, and be coachable.
Yeah,
I mean? Everybody could be coached.
True.
Right? So,
for me, in regards to the clients, I would say is be honest with yourself. At the end of the day, if you're not honest with yourself, you're fooling no one but you. At the end of the day. If you are going to walk, like Ross said, you're going to tell you, I want to do the X, Y, and Z. But when you're in here, you try to show it. We could tell when you're bullshitting us. But when you get outside of here, you're drinking, you're eating the wrong foods, you're sleeping for 2 hours.
right.
You're not really doing the things that are taught here to do outside of here. Our warm-ups are the same because we want you to be able to do that on your own, right? So if you have tight hips, you should not have the same type hips the next test that we do. You should not have the same tight lower back, upper back, whatever it may be that we're working on. It should not be the same. So looking in the mirror and saying, I'm doing my best job to become a better person, aside from my trainers are doing the same thing for me, you need to hold yourself accountable. So as a client, I think holding yourself accountable in and out of here is number one for me.
I think to wrap it up with the client, hard worker, man. You got to be willing to work. I think it's all about balance as well. Like ideally, we want a hard worker that's here to get better at what they want to work on. Someone that can have fun, someone that can take jokes, someone that can dish the jokes out. That's an ideal client for me. Coachable.
You could have fun and still work hard.
Be working.
Yes.
That's not what you're saying. Is not to have fun.
Yeah, it's not one or the other.
Right.
Don't be robotic in here. Be you.
But the number one goal is to get better. If you're an adult, that's why you're here. For the athletes, your parents are paying their money. You got to remember that. Keep that in mind.
That's a true fact.
But I think when the ideal trainer and the ideal client meet, magical things can happen.
Yep.
That's when we see the people excel. And
we've seen a lot of people come in kind of shaky.
We've seen them. Look.
And then they trust the process.
Shoulder lean.
Hey.
And then next thing you know,
they change.
And they get into those colleges that they always dreamed of.
That's trust in the process.
Teams that they've been
always
trying to do. And that's our goal. That's your goal. That's what we want to do. And I think it's a happy balance.
That's it,
Keep
man.
that in mind.
Keep it simple. Don't go too crazy. Stay within your means, but at the same time, be realistic.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you can have dreams or aspirations, but if you're gonna beat around the bush and not be truthful to yourself,
work here, a little bit of work there.
It's not gonna
Maybe
end
I'll
well.
do this here. It ain't gonna work.
You gotta look in the mirror. But we're here. We're here to help. We want you to get better, but we also don't want you to waste our time.
Hey, do your part. We're gonna do our part. And we out of here.
Hey.